What's up, y'all? It's your boy Phil of Dusk Enterprises. We got more Ace Attorney Trilogy today. We're in for a long one, even though this is the third case of the first game. We are on episode 3, Turnabout the Samurai. On day 1. And here we are, after the Steel Samurai intro. That rocked.
See you in hell, evil magistrate.
Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? There's no longer a picture of Ryu Hayabusa. That's Hunky Boy from Tales of Arise. Also, good luck, you'll have fun. Thanks, Senkuran. Hopefully you're doing well today. Thanks for stopping by. And lurk as you please. Oh!
He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like, how young?
10 years old?
And what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. He's 24?
And watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1.
I really worry about kids these days.
Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Koei offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. What? Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya, it's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested.
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain.
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office quick. Please, Nick.
October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Koei offices. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This is to be a joke.
No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, Wright and Koei offices. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai.
What?
Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick.
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So I've decided this will be our first case.
What about this?
You like showing that off, don't you, Nick?
My poor, poor ego. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. Here you can see it myself, blah blah blah. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh! Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him!
Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh, no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick.
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Didn't you just say he did it, though, dog? Behold, the lawyer badge. Here. I see. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in improv class. Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come off to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Damn! Look, that man got dusted. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer. Dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is.
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the street of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see.
Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names?
Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon.
That man fell over.
Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio, I found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So, he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go.
Willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Move. October 16th, Global Studios main gate.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? You there. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Yesterday, something horrible happened.
I can't fucking read too fast, bro.
Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey, listen when you're being spoken to. Yesterday.
So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was.
Hammer.
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Ugh. Lady, you need to chill. What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Damn, he cooking. Look at the drip, bro. Man got a whole bandana. Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain of a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Power's request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Now, let me see that computer, though. Computer runs the studio security cameras.
Hey, no touching!
An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There's a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Hello, how is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier, you said that you were sleeping in your... excuse me. In your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs of the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Take that! Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. You'd think he would entrust his fate to use of such unreliable appearance. Really?
Really?
Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents?
What's that?
You giving that to me?
Absolutely not. Alright, well. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
It's that confused detective.
Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgewood's all upset and it's all your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So?
Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Detective? I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, all right.
So, how's your investigation going, detective?
Well, it's...
Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got?
The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Pierced through the chest by a spear at 2:30 p.m., 10:15.
Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no other one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. You think I'm lying? Ask the security lady at the main gate.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up.
About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charm.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What? Well, what kind of evidence?
Well, that photo. Photo of the Steel Samurai headed towards the scene of the crime.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically stamps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that. We'd like to ask for the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Go see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badge, and that's that. I'll admit, this design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired.
Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer.
I'm not so sure about that. Examine.
Hey, there's a camera here.
That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and when you can see who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera. ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
Studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? It's holding a sign in his hand. Right, to the Studio 1, left, Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it, yo. Yeah.
What's down the path to the left? Looks like a tree fell over the path.
Oh yeah, that way kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's what Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Entrance Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out.
There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Yeah, apparently the studios fall on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission.
Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down to the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Yeah,
Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied? Powers is guilty yet?
You had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about this security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one what did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Yeah, good one, Sonny.
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh yes, he was great at The Bearded Samurai. That too, yes. He's shown the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Oh, well, we can't. Move.
Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Oh, wait. Look, samurai soda. Nick, try this.
Ladies first. No clues here. The grate that you used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. Looks like the one of those electric-powered bikes. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
Makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What? She built different, dog. Hey, yo, forklift? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Anybody forklift certified in chat? Eye emoji. That's all good. Dressing room it is. Howard's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. This must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Ooh, this is the wig he used in the Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on.
No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda.
This must be Powers' bag.
Hey, don't open that.
Look!
An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio One.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it? You mean borrow? Stop that, partner. The thief in training. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. We moving. Wait, hold up. It opened.
All right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene.
What is it?
You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the Steel Samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that.
Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know.
You know, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us.
Examine.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right, sorry. This girl is out there.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action. This girl is more trouble than I thought. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all that thing's entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studios isn't doing so well right now, and yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. Employee area? That's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Oh, word? Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private, what kind of a girl do you think I am? Oh, whoops, I read that in a weird tone. I mean, it's his private, what kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio, and he asked to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from the outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Oh, who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her, she's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths like a... She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe you can see that photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see, first, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m., that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Uh-oh.
Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security ladies thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something was printed on the back.
Huh. October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Number 2?
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day?
Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right, we'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Trial time. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 4. Ah, Edgeworth again. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court... The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. Heinous crime. Yeah, there we go. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain what the guide map is. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning. This is the main gate to the studios. Security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. Victim Jack Hammer, the defendant Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. What's her name? Penny Nichols. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim Jack Hammer went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Ugh, gross. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please? Oh dear, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their name. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Blah, 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 blah. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Sure, what kind of errands? Anyway, it was 1 p.m. or 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. At 2 p.m.? I see. Yep. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go could go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one wasn't supposed to be there, could get in. Is there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? That one. A run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice.
Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why did you only get there afternoon?
Well, I had some errands to run. Sure you did.
What kind of errands?
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know.
Ah. So she wasn't working and doing her job. Serving? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job.
You shouldn't be doing that on the job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never miss one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium, take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was one when I got to...
Sure it was.
Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer?
Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next. So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second?
Of course. I am a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper-wapper.
Snipper-wapper?
Old Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on the duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? How did you know that?
Oh, I am my ways, that overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. You asked me that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Or Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. $2 p.m., you're sure?
You're a spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your old age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
She enjoys a little bit too much. Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes.
Can't you get her kicked somewhere else?
Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, this witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Bowers, do you?
Huh. Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Alright, let's see what you got.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up used today, always whining about something.
Mr. Wright, please, for our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has to met his match. The morning during the... Yep, okay. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing! Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through. Trip and fall?
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know what about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
Samurai spear? The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankles badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went into his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Just the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? And there's one thing that bothers me. Which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure? Checked. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Defense is a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. And allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Oh boy, more. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, no one else went to the studio. Then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I know where to hit where it hurts, maybe. I'm not presenting it here, but... Number 2. So... How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention... Are you sure? The witnesses answer the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? I got you. Number 2! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. Look at his graph. I couldn't resist. Oh my lord. Could not resist. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a photo. Or picture. Near, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Oops. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Jesus, man. I see. Your testimony, please.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Every day after I finish blah blah blah. Repressing. Another job.
That's right, I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
You back up all of the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you could tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will's Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in? Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were freaks.
Oh, and?
They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So on that photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day? One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes? Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
Boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on?
I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information, and no forgetting vital information this time. 11:08.
That was a whole hour, bro.
Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room and didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. So you're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick, what are we gonna do?
First, we play it for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. So we got... Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? Prosecution thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Oops. Let me save this one. Order. Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly at accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Who's this other person I'm missing? It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order, order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my next move? Maybe now my chance to take this the whole way. This very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, they whippersnapper? I have proof. Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. Excuse me. Proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? It's either a card key or... this one? Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very weapon is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings in the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh, wait a second. Ah, fuck. Oh my god. I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it. See? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Alright. So you were told not to talk? That's right. By the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. Could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Homie, dog. They literally says it on the map. Holy crap, bro. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. Path where the monkeys fed was fallen. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked all my questions, but... Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. They were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Kill this woman, I swear it. Feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Them? Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh. I think we got everything we needed. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs are all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. There's sirens going on outside. What's going on? Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really, it's nothing. Oh, or should I say...
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain, so now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been an old windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag, I feel kinda sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusations. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. October 8th, Wright and Company. Is it company or is it co-partners? Oh well, that's fine. Wright, I'll just say Wright and Company, law offices. Whew, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios. No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look, she left her donuts. What? I wasn't going to eat them. Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it's a murder scene.
I'm gonna go someplace else. Nick?
Studio 2 entrance.
This is Studio 2.
I thought so.
Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is the studio?
This trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous.
Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh well, it's locked.
Aw, shucks.
A light van for moving staff and equipment around. Kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Incinerator. Apparently they put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like the two people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know, it just feels odd.
What, the fact is there's no tracks here for the van? That's one thing that points out to me. Can't open the door or get inside. What's this? These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
Hola. There's a big 2 painted here.
Probably because this is Studio 2.
Probably, though it doesn't look anything like a studio. I guess we gotta go back then, huh? Main gate. Move. Play area.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh, don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right, I won't.
Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Salmon.
So the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. That drain's covered. That boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think was the idea.
Feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What do you want, to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay, you know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah! There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do. Remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. Something about my liking steak, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, a forklift.
Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal.
Hey, we're not thieves.
But we did take that card key.
We borrowed that. There's a difference.
Bad it's sold out. Sag. Dressing room. This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hasn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh, she's got a point.
Oops. Ugh. Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloid or tablets. Tabloids, yeah. Wow, I'm kind of shocked.
Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Teas and cookies.
Wait, Nick.
What now?
These snacks, they've passed the expiration date.
And don't eat them.
Oh, they're snacks. They're meant to be eaten.
Alright. Move.
Oh, hello. Ho ho, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
So how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleared up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak into here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
I heard something that at the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. Steelhead seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. More the producer, really. The producers are a real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
Producer, huh? Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. You are fanboys sneak into the studios often?
No, not that I know of.
That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say that they were often hanging around?
The kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see.
Whose side is she on? You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not. Regarding the murder weapon, yes? Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
Well, that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run through?
Oh yes, I goofed on a round kick, you know. You see, I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard.
Regarding this photograph. Look at this graph! Yes? This really, truly, absolutely isn't you, right? Right. I was sleeping in my dressing room the whole time, honest. Who else could have worn it?
Your costume was in your dressing room?
Yes. I guess they snuck in and took it while I was asleep. But who? You found this card key in your dressing room. Oh, that's mine, yes.
Can people outside the studios get these cards?
I don't think so. Even I have to return the card. Once the show's done filming, that is. Huh. Okay, right to main gates. WTF? Who are you dudes? LMAO. Oh, that hurts to say.
Well, wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever. Lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? I make the elite shows, the Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. I just, you look so sorry.
No, quite alright. Really, it's fine. Rolling on the floor, laughing. I am not gonna say... No, you ain't catching me saying that.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection. Yeah. Hot. Slobber. Gross. This guy's disgusting. He's 32? Damn, bro. Hey, dude, you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume rocks. Drool.
Rock sores? Hey, you're drooling.
Huh? LOL. Buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. ROF, rolling on the floor laughing. Lamau. It fucking hurts to say that in 2024. Oh my lord.
Pink Princess? Why is it gotta be little old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo?
Well, we really need to talk about cool. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who Judo's are. That security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting for lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face. T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucks. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does suck sores mean?
I no idea. Anyway, I was in the meeting room from noon till after 4. Out with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. He's telling the truth. That meeting gives him an alibi. Not the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean the Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over there at the network and some sponsors. Also, a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately, they're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Try not to pay attention to things that don't interest me. Why are you staring at me like that? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right. The director would know about the injury. He was there. Oh, he's so gross, man. Let me examine. Oh, no. The snacks. There was twice this much here before. I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway. Rolling on the floor laughing. She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes. We're not really getting much here. Let's see, one. This place is deserted. Crash. Eek! Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer, so it must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked. What? Don't tell me don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station, the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They'll let us.
Aha! You again?
Ah!
How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost.
You certainly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume, told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Been turned off for today? What? Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in the right through that drain. Hey, kiddo. Kiddo, what's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh?
But you are. You are a kid. What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion?
Nick, I think I'm being mocked.
You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody. Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again, I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. You can't fool me.
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Easy. Like some fries with that?
Not bad, kiddo.
Watch it.
What are you gonna do? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Do you see anything?
He always, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you losers.
Wait.
Let me go.
That dude fell. He's gone. Or he fell and went away.
Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped it to it on his way out.
A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything.
Where did he go? Did he...
Huh? Where's that old windbag?
I'd have her to leave her post.
Hey! Nick, that was her? Stop, whippersnapper!
Yeah, that sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Oh, she tripped.
Maya sure looks happy. Hold up.
Hey, Nick. Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
Key to that trailer in Studio 2.
You borrowing this, right, Nick?
I guess we can go inside Studio 1. Nope.
Move.
Outside Studio 2. Oops. Slide. Examine. Wonder if this key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. He seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Not that eager.
Huh. Someone's in here.
Names?
Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and,
I see.
and who might you be?
Dee Vasquez. The producer. Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. Walk. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it.
Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder?
I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast.
We really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her.
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick, are all people in the entertainment business is weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah. Wait.
Yes?
If you see Manella, give him this.
Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. All right, we'll give it to him if we see him. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures by how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell does Samurai sing about? Chopping off heads?
Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about the samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune.
Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai stars? What's next, Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? Old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far in October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Examine.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in.
I think we're good. Let's just move. Oops. I'm going too fast through this menu. Oh my god, please. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Baby, the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is bowed if I don't find it.
Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all places where he's likely to have been.
I agree.
Back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick.
Oops.
Hey, look.
Maya, take a look around that chair over me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere?
Found it, Nick. The script.
Good work. Put it in his pocket. That's one big ass pocket, dog. Here, we found it. Your script. Ah. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading.
Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are?
Powers lawyers.
Right.
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just, well, no, but...
You wanted to know about the day of the murder?
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help.
You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes, with the director and people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
Path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right, that. What an original name.
Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. It didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30, as none of us could have gone to Studio One. What? It's true. Rain came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. Here they corroborate my story.
But wait! What if the head fell over after 3:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time. It ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It
is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15. That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Oh, Mr. Monkey.
What did we do, Nick? There isn't anyone beside WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
Sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight, and we don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long?
Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What did you mean, we have one lead?
The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
I don't know. He didn't sound like he wasn't going to help us at all. I'm sure you could find some way of bringing him over to your side.
Either way, we should go back to the studios. The boy's our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Lawyer badge! Puffin. A lot of huffing and puffing. What's wrong?
Whippersnapper.
She's been chasing that boy this whole time? I can't catch him, Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him.
I got a hostage now, whippersnapper.
A hostage? What happened to the boy?
My, what a violent old lady.
Like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. She thinks she wanted to visit. What's this about a hostage?
When that boy was running away, dropped it and ran. He'll come back for this one.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Odie might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea, Miss Oldback, might I?
No, I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Trade, Wonder.
Hey, that's a card. Studio 1.
Right, a card key to Studio 1.
I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. It was his friend.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio 1 isn't my turf.
You'll let me borrow it. If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1.
Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix?
I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this, and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. Be the hostage she was talking about. Right, I'm off. Hey. Hey, you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she...
Hey there, would you mind helping us out, please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo. Dog. This dude gawking over Mia. I can't believe this. Phoenix Wright.
Who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Cody, this looks familiar.
Hey, you are.
You are? Huh?
You are, you know, ultra rare. This card's really hard to get.
Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me.
But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
Whatever, I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rare than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for grown up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about stakes? Steel Samurai's so cool, I think he's the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Sheesh. Ball what? Hello, Sir Jack. Hello.
Hey,
what's that attitude? Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell at like that. I'm only a kid.
So do you know what happened? Do you know anything about what happened here? Can you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion necessary. Maybe a bribe. Fucking kid, bro. Oh my god. This fess.
Oh, hi. Hello. What brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, does she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope. She's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? What's up, Coolix? Hello.
She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios.
But his popularity had been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened...
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer?
I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Oh, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? You know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh?
Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a, huh?
Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please?
Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about?
Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Yahoo! Oh my god.
There she goes.
Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah, it does.
It's a samurai musical set in ancient Japan.
Samurai musical? Is that even a genre? I'm impressed, you know your stuff, Mia.
Oh, Maya's the real fan. I just picked a little up.
This is one of Maya's favorite movies. Maybe we should replace the poster in the office with this one. That would be kind of sad. Wait, do we get some, like, different thing if Mia is the one talking? Hold on a second. Poster of an old movie, like, hey, Mia, what's the name of this movie? That movie? Oh, I'd sure like to see that one again. It's, what was it again? Sorry, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Let me guess, it's a suspense thriller?
My poor plant, it looks so sluggish.
Have you been watering it properly, Phoenix? Well, Maya has actually. I think maybe she's giving it too much. Oh, Maya. Sorry, Charlie. His name is Charlie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Yep. Oh, wait, hold up. We're going a little too far here. Hold up, employee area. Alright, kid. See this card?
Yes, wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me.
Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No. Not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Okay, Phoenix. Let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. So you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool.
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
Being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't ya?
Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
I don't fucking know about him. Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, wazam! Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album.
Samurai scrapbook? What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all, I never missed one. Perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home. I can make another one.
Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you. He just randomly gives shit to Mia. Oh my god. In every battle, the one. So people always giving stuff to Mia. What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody. Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information on him yet. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. Got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe a half hour or so. I finally got to the studio. After that...
What is it, Cody?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used a samurai spear, just like always. 1 shot, 1 kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Right. Mia?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. The director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So the only person left who could have been, it's Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going.
Wow. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. Now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we going to do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. And then Maya was like, I want burgers. Oh boy, day 3 trial. Woo! Wait, we got some time? Oh, we're in the lobby. Okay, 9:42. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. There's no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude could you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Salmonella. I'm a director, television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know about all the freaks in your industry.
Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day.
Sad face. Tell us more about that.
In the employee area? That's right. It was the fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole time. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
He certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
Nope, just us 4.
Why did it go on so long?
I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Alright, that's the limp.
Which of course led me to missing my lunch.
ROFS? What the hell? Rolling on the floor, starving? I hear the blah, blah, blah. What exactly did they have for lunch?
T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning the witness, did not eat with them. So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Could you believe it?
That must have been rough. Tough. Phoenix. Yeah? Did something about that seem odd to you? It's a little vague. A little vague. But there is something bothering me. Mr. Manella, just look now, you said steak, at least. So you ate something other than steak?
Yeah, good call. I had some chocolate in my pocket, which I used to stave off starvation.
I see. Is that all? I was sure I was onto something there. Oh, yeah, hold up. There is bones there at the okay, hold up. Nothing to present, but I'm definitely pressing. Does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella.
What'd you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I had suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it up now then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing?
Steel Samurai story in our budget. Get this, the sponsors told me to say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Could you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? You didn't take a single break? Or, well...
Yeah, no, what?
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? Well, I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break?
Oops.
Roll in for laughing.
Well, man.
Mr. Manila, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break.
Roll on for laughing.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15, there's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, LOL.
Really now?
It's only just enough time to eat T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. This guy is not exactly coherent here. What are you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak, what else?
There were 2 plates on the table?
Alright, the other one was D. Vasquez's plate.
Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Why is that? I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast.
Boy, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. You would have to take my time eating that kind of food, LOL.
Well, Phoenix, that testimony was too short to wring any kind of useful information out of. What does prove that he would be able to go to Studio 1 in that time? Oh, great. Is that all? Time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30 to 2:45. I'll back say it was around 2 o'clock. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. This is possible time-wise. I'm not sure what it is. Let me save here. Oops. Load. Some of this is a little confusing where to push. We took a break. It's either this statement or the last statement. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. Oh, not there. I'm thinking a little too hard. I'm cooking too much in my head. This one? Nope. Load. I already pressed this one. How about we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. I want to write off so many possible suspects. I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha ha! Thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Mrs.? I'm sure it was called Mr. Monkey. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They, therefore, have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. We getting a Phoenix Wright anime? We did! You look it up. We did get one. I'm not exactly sure if the anime is worthwhile watching, I guess. I don't know. It depends on the person. We had that. I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Oh, they're gonna call the kid. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. It goes over the games. I mean, I think they do. Professor Layton. I guess that was a collab project game. Not so much an anime base, or an anime spin-off, whatever, you know what I mean. Court will now take a 10-minute recess, after which we'll hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. We're cooked! Couldn't find anything in there. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia? Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. The only thing came clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. Or what's going to happen to me? Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix.
This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Ooh. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground, or we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Donut crate?
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness! Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops, you want me to tell you and Gramps the big beard over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, Steel Samurai took him down. How? If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot, I tell you. And I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Oh boy. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh. My dad always takes me.
Poor dad. Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Well, actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez.
Damn. Edgeworth just on his chair, or standing, trying to figure out, like, yo, off the path?
Yeah, you know how the studios are at a valley there. If you go to off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow.
Nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
So you went straight to the studio. Wait a minute. Okay, so he didn't see Monkey Dude 215. You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next?
Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then? What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kind of far away.
Huh, he's being awfully vague. What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix,
Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. We gotta object with the camera, I think. There we go. Yeah. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. Who explained that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. Ooh! What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I have my camera, so what? You got a problem with that?
So, you did have a camera? And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Steel Samurai, he goes for a bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I'm pressing every statement here. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kind of don't remember. I was too busy watching Steel Samurai.
I see, and what happened next? Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him into justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do that? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, slap. Something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
Should I play this? Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that he saw quite clearly.
You know, as well as I do, that he's being vague.
Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You could figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Hold up, this one's a little different. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He was watching something else? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? Oops. He couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight. Because he was looking at something else. Probably. Oh, probably? Something... Oh my god. Oof. Figured it was the first option. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more we would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Watching something... No, show of it. It's something. Ah! I get it now. Alright. I'm thinking way too far ahead. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You gotta think we're picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Leah means business. Your Honor, The defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody? Could you please tell us about your camera? And why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid.
Welcome to the real world. Welcome to the real world. You gonna learn today.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yup.
You sure you ain't lying? Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Stop spamming. Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth. I guess I'm Peter Gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious.
Okay, off with the kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify.
Yipes.
So did you see the beginning of the fight?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely? Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried.
When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Atkins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want a cute picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction too, or some solid evidence. I pick holes in such a short testimony. There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me, Ben?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order! Mr. Wright, have you any explanation? The Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way! Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? The boy have erased the photos he took. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way. No. Impossible. It's the never...
Ugh, I can't even focus.
It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Got his ass. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth! Oh my fucking god. Al couldn't handle the truth, bro. Order! I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Wow, not the cornered music. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Oh my lord. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? I know it's cornered. Steel Samurai was the victim. You understand what really happened. It's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at this action scene run-through that morning. And he was there at 2, meaning that Mr. Monkey didn't fall down. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to the Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, photo of my digital camera.
What? Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's proof that we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor? May I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. find it. It's this. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? Number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees where I'm getting at. But that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? Thanks for the lurk, I appreciate it. It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. Path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2! As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a samurai costume? Or steal samurai? Yep. Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes? But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. This court will suspend proceedings in the current trial for today. Cody Atkins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer didn't have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Whew, 2:47 p.m. Whew. That was a close one. You were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts.
I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident. Nah, we were grasping at straws for the first couple testimony stuff.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dead?
Of course we're kidding.
Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right, thanks.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to stop here. I allotted about 3 hours to this. I went a little over, but what matters is where we got, where we're going towards.